Good morning, Martin. How are you? Well, good
Yeah,
afternoon for you, good morning for me.
yeah, it's afternoon for us over here in the UK. How did your July the 4th celebrations go?
Well, it's never fun in my neighborhood because it's like a war zone. But let's talk about Zack. Zack is still in jail at the Alawir jail, so he couldn't celebrate freedom. Um, and we did ask Zack to be on the podcast to call in because he can make phone calls, but he said through email that if he spoke to us for even a moment, his phone privileges would be cut off. So we asked his wife Soha to be on, but she's just too emotionally distraught to be able to do that, even just for a moment. So I wanted to read, I have this book, this big binder, and in this binder are many, many letters that have been written on Zack's behalf by his deceased lawyer, by his wife, um, by his brother, and they have gone to many presidents, many members of Congress and members of the Senate. And I wanted to read a letter that was written to Senator Ted Cruz because Zack's home state is, and where his family lives is in Texas. And so I won't read the whole letter, um, but I wanted to read a little bit. And this was written on December 7th, 2013. Again, so 2013. And there was no response to this letter. That hasn't always been the case. Dana Rohrabacher, a congressman who's retired from California, actually wrote to Sheikh Al Maktoum and Hamdan Al Maktoum, the crown prince. And he didn't have to do that because Zack and his family are not California residents, so therefore they're not constituents of Dana Rohrabacher, but he did it anyway because it was the right thing to do. Senator Cruz, again, from the state of Texas, has not responded. And I have one, this letter is from December 7th, 2014. I have another letter from July 2nd. Maybe I should read the letter from July 2nd, 2014, since it's nearer to the 4th of July. Maybe that'd be more appropriate. I just, I renew my request to meet with you in person to discuss what can be done for Zack. I would also request you use your influence in discussing his case with those who may be involved in confirming the next ambassador to the UAE from the United States. As I understand, Ambassador Corbyn will be leaving his post. I respectfully request that as my senator, you do everything you can to ensure that the new ambassador will balance the many interests of the United States, including protecting American citizens abroad.
Well, Jordan, that was really good of the Californian congressman to get involved. It's a shame he's not still in office because he obviously put a lot of time and effort into helping an American who didn't live or wasn't someone who would be voting for him.
Yes, it was. It was incredibly kind, but that's the type of man that Dana Rohrabacher is. I do have two letters that Zack's wife Soha wrote to Senator Cruz, one July 14th and one December of 2013. So July of 2014. And of course, Zack's home state and where his family lives is in the state of Texas. And they've never heard from Senator Cruz. And I just really think that this is poignant. And really it talks about what families go through when a loved one is incarcerated or illegally detained, as Zack is. So she says, this is from December 2013, and this again is to Senator Ted Cruz from Zack's wife, Soha. The toll on our family has been enormous. During the first year of captivity, Zack's father died, and it was extremely difficult to tell Zack. His son and his daughter have grown up without their father at crucial times in both their lives, and they are becoming bitter at the inaction of their government in protecting and promoting Zack's legal and human rights. We have visited Zack in the past and intend to do so over the Christmas holiday season. However, the cost for such visits is so expensive and our ability to continue to do so is limited. I'm asking your assistance in directing inquiries to the State Department to ascertain whether Zack is as important to them as was the son of a senator caught up in the Arab Spring activity in Egypt early this year, or whether Zack is as important as a foreign civil rights activist who it seems has a special place in the hearts of our State Department. I would ask your help in ascertaining why our government will allow a foreign government to ignore the diplomatic letters written regarding Zack. Is that evidence of a friendly country with whom we intend to do business? So that was, again, to Senator Cruz from Soha, Zack's wife, on December 7th, 2013. And this is our special July 4th podcast. We're going to do a podcast every Tuesday so people can look forward to know when we're going to be on. Next time we will talk about the letters that Dana Rohrabacher, the congressman from California, wrote to Sheikh Al Maktoum in 2015 and Sheikh Hamdan, the Crown Prince of Dubai. And just so everyone understands, because not everyone is really familiar with the Middle East and Dubai. Dubai is an ally of the United States. Dubai is part of the UAE. We sell F-35s, which are big planes for war, to Dubai. And many people go to Dubai for vacations, and many people go to Dubai for business, and Americans. And I have heard, though I have not confirmed, but I have heard that celebrities such as Oprah and Brad Pitt and other people with a lot of disposable income have apartments in Dubai. So, I can only encourage American citizens who are very busy and maybe they have a loved one with COVID or who's passed. Zoa's brother just passed from COVID. And so people's lives are busy. I get that. But the best thing you can do is like and subscribe. The best thing you can do is just, if you don't want to write a letter, copy the link and just send it to your congressman or send it to Senator Cruz and just say, are you doing anything about this? Do you care? This is a man who's got diabetes and heart disease and a host of ailments that if he was here, he wouldn't have long to live, and he has less time to live in a jail, and he needs surgery. And Dana Rohrabacher, an amazing congressman who's retired from the state of California, but who we'll talk about next time. He wrote a letter saying just to Sheikh Al Maktoum, the dictator, ruler, whatever you want to call him, of Dubai, and said, just quietly let him go. And quite frankly, if the Sheikh wants to let Zack go in shackles in an orange jumpsuit and make a big deal out of it, have at it. But to put someone in jail for 25 years for forgery of a unofficial document, and none of us know what an unofficial document.
Yeah, I mean, it's a harrowing position that he's in. And obviously, a forgery of an informal document is the correct wording. And they held him for 9 years before they came up with that one. So it doesn't take a fool to work out that there's a little bit of politics going on here. Nobody gets sentenced to 38 years for forgery of an informal document. And it certainly shouldn't take the prosecution 9 years to actually secure that conviction. The due process was abused, and Zack is continually being abused.